At Australia's greatest professional foot race, the stakes may not be as high as those at Randwick, but the competition is every bit as keen.
Thank you and welcome to Central Park in Stawell, the hallowed turf for the running of the final of the Heart Health Stawell Easter Gift. It's going to be fantastic. It's a very wide open field with the semi-finals coming up later this afternoon. I have with me Mick Gillery, the fitness advisor with the AFL umpires, a former Stawell competitor, and also you train a few of the runners. You got one in the semi today.
Yes, got one in the first semi-final in Brad Carter, and we're optimistic of his chances, Glenn, that's for sure.
Now, it is a very open field. I mean, all the money at the moment's on Michael Burke.
Yes, Michael Burke has been the raging favourite since the heats on Saturday, but Monday's a different day, a lot more pressure, different competitors to compete against, and everyone will be wanting to do their best. So he's not going to have it all his own way.
Now, of course, on Saturday it's pretty windy out there too.
Yes, it was very windy. It was up and down. We had a wind gauge here, and it was ranging from 3-4 metres assisting up to 7. So that was the variance in all the times. But today it's pretty well perfect, and we're going to see some wonderful man-on-man duels in these 6 semi-finals.
Well, one that's going to excite me is Steve Brimacombe, who, of course, is off scratch, and he's made it through to the semis, and it's not a bad semi for him to be in either.
He's in the last one, and the way that Stephen Brimacombe is running, I give him an excellent chance of winning his way through to the final, and he'd only be about the second or third man ever to have run in the Stawell Gift final from scratch. Dean Capabianco did it last year, but Stephen is running magnificently, fresh from his 200 metres Australian victory in the championships 2 weeks ago, and I think he'd want to use this as a good springboard for the Commonwealth Games, and Stephen Brimacombe will run brilliantly this afternoon.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be very exciting, and to check out some of that excitement, let's cross to the bookmakers ring with Chris Eddy.
Thanks, Glenn. Good afternoon, everyone. There's a bit of action already here around the betting ring. You probably hear the bagpipes in the background, some Highland dancing going on as well. But of course, the interest is in the market for the gift final. Even at this early stage, there is a very short favourite in Michael Burke at 7-4 on early on. But if you do fancy one of the other runners, there are some good each-way odds about. Steve Brimacombe's on 10-1 at the moment, down to Lewis in the market at 8-1, Ward 7-1, then we're down to Cavallo on 8-1, Lehman and Martin at around about 10-1. So that's how the market is looking at this early stage for the gift final. Thanks, Glenn.
Thank you. We have perfect weather conditions. It's going to be fantastic. The crowd's building up, Mick. It's going to be a good day up in the box calling those heats.
Oh, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be tight. Every semi-final is going to be very, very exciting, and the best man's definitely going to win today.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much. We'll see you a little later on this afternoon. It's now back to the wide world of sports.
Thanks, boys. OK, and we'll take you back to Stawell a little bit later on to find out who the bookies fancy for the final of that big event.